Hello and welcome back to my channel, Crystal's Artsy Creations. Today we are working on decoupage. I'm going to do this cute little sign here, and it's gonna have, well, I guess I should probably take it off of the paper so you all can see what's going on, huh? We're gonna have music notes on the front because, well, me and my husband are both very musically inclined, and this one is for us. If you can do whatever you want with yours. I'm doing 3 different pages. I've got black with beige music notes, and then I have beige with black music notes, and then I have a kind of see-through-ish one with black music notes on it. It looks really cool on top of the blue. It really, really pops, and I cannot wait to have it all done. So first we're going to get started by tracing out what we want, and then we get to cut, and then we get to decoupage, which is so much fun. I mean, come on guys, you get to play with glue and put stuff on stuff and make it look pretty. Also, pardon me, got these little guys. They've got little gems on some of them to make them sparkle a little bit for just a little added extra touch. So let's get started. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to position my camera now for you guys to see what I am doing instead of looking at me, because you're not here to see me, you're here to see the projects, right guys? All right, so here we are. We've got the black sheet flipped over, and now what we're going to do is we're going to trace the letter . Make sure we're as straight as we can, that way you know your music notes are straight on what you're doing. Now this is just a chipboard Mr. and Mrs. sign that I have painted blue. I did that like a couple of days ago so that I could just start with this and not have to wait for the blue paint to dry, because this is a couple of coats of blue paint. And that would have been a really, really, really long video. And that's not fair to you guys, because the last one was really long, but that was resin, and well, it's kind of important to do the step-by-step with resin and talk you through it. That way, if you can't read, you at least have some way to do it without having to really do a lot of research. You just gotta find me, and I'll at least explain it to you, what you gotta do and how to do it. Especially the dangerous ones. They tell you to have a mask with that one, but I'm not quite so sure. It had a strong smell, but it wasn't that strong. I haven't had any adverse reactions since I've done it, so. And I've done it twice. I made a blue one, which I'm about ready to demold for you guys. At the end of this video, I'm going to demold the blue one that I did. It's been a couple of days for it. Oops, didn't mean to hit the mic there, guys. Sorry about that. That's gonna be a loud thump. Okay, there's the M. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue the R. And you can do it that way. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do a little bit under. See how I've got that little bit of an R there at the top. Just gonna have this lap over the top of that. And we'll connect this on the other side once I lift this up. And what you want to do is you can make it a little artistic, because this is where your and sign starts, is right here. So what you can do is you can do a little bit down. So go over the top of where your and sign is at. That way you don't cut there. Because I'll cut on the line. And then I'll just kind of take and go straight down here. And there's the mister. And we will cut that out in a moment. But we're now moving on to the and sign, which I am doing in this beautiful, pretty see-through paper. Get you guys right up in there. Boop. Okay. Hopefully I'll be able to see this one as I trace it. Sure it's straight. Get a straight edge. There we go. Back to the center. Let me start going around. Sorry about that. I know some people, that's like nails on a chalkboard. Almost hearing the lead skip across the paper and glass. It's like, ugh. I can see it pretty good. Which is amazing. Hi. And welcome, my child and Chloe.
And I am not done with school.
So she needs to get back to school. I think she's coming to gather art supplies.
Yes, I need construction paper.
All right. Okay, so there's the outline. And now we go into the inside so we can make sure to cut those pieces out. And there is the end
I
side.
don't remember who like did this.
In order to really see it, friends, let me pull this white sheet out for you. There you go. Now you can see it. Well, at least I can kind of see it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect these lines here.
I found that super detailed drawing I made.
Okay. Get your construction paper and get back to class, please. Eee. I don't like when you have to erase stuff on this one. It doesn't let you. Dude. Not good. Not good. Not good at all.
Stupid construction paper.
And we'll leave that little tail there to go underneath the M. And there's your and sign. And all done. Okay, now time for the misses. What goes on this paper? Oh, flip her over. Trying to get her as even as you can. This is the fun part. The tracing is the fun part. Next part is we get to cut. All right, head on
I
out.
got the construction paper
Good job, baby doll.
for my art.
Get to class. Get to class. Close the door. Found out last time that you guys could hear everything that was going on in my house because they left the door open. Every little conversation that was happening rooms away. So, I gotta at least kind of help you guys out a little bit there. Okay. So, let me guys know if you've decoupaged anything in the comments below. Let me know how it turned out. Because, you know, we're in an artsy community. We've got to support each other. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to kind of support that a little bit more. So I'm going to draw a lot of the R again. I'm going to move you guys over here so we can kind of have a little bit more, not hang over the edge. Anyway, so here we go. I'm going to since as you see, I have a lot of R here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that same amount there. And I'm going to have to put this piece on first and try to line up, or put this piece on second. It depends on how I'm feeling. This piece will probably go on second. Okay, we're going to set that guy right there. And we're going to, bless you, take this guy. I'll kind of draw up. And then I'll have to put the sign back on there. Oops. That way I can make sure to connect it right. Mm-hmm. Okay. Now we can go all the way up. Now it's time for cutting, guys. Put this here. Get it up a little bit. I guess we should probably look a little bit at me. Not so much. Hey. It's all good. So, now we got some scissors. We've got everybody drawn out. We're just going to go ahead and give a few snips. Now, if you have an X-Acto knife, you could probably use that for this. I do have one, but my daughters have stolen it, and I don't know where it's disappeared to. And I wasn't really thinking about that part when I was gathering up my supplies. So, scissors it is. just gotta be a little careful. Just remember, this is to be exact. That's probably why it's good for an X-Acto knife. Okay, well, since I'm already 20 minutes in, I think I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of the cutting out in hyperspeed. Okay, we are back to being almost live. Oh, let me put my glasses back on. Alrighty, we have got all the letters cut out. They're now ready to be placed on. But first, I need to go and get some parchment paper so I do not get decoupage all over my table. Yeah. So I shall be right back. All right, I'm back. Okay, so here what we're going to do is we're going to be gluing these guys on individually, each little piece. So what you want to do is you want to flip it over so it's face down. Now, make sure you have your Mod Podge. You can either have your gloss or your luster or your matte, depending on what you want it to do. Now, as I am looking at my project, I think I'm going to be touching up the paint a little bit before we glue. That way, any pencil marks or anything else that's along the edges is not going to be there when you put your matte luster stuff. So you get your tiny little brush and your paint to do your edges. Just a little bit of paint. And so you don't mix your stuff, like get your nice clean parchment paper that you don't have any paint on. Get the one that you use already. That way, when you go to Mod Podge stuff on there, you will not have an even greater mess. Now this is just to touch up and paint over any pencil marks and or get any lightness taken care of. So we just kind of go over the edges here. Where I got the little black marks, and also to make sure that it's nice and even all the way around. That way when you put your luster or your gloss on, it won't highlight. And I do mean highlight all of those spots that don't have a lot of paint in them and or have a dark spot. And if you do projects, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. But if you don't, I just saved you a step or a lot of money on having to redo the whole project. Not a lot, but you know what I mean. Anyway.
Your little brain genius is here. It's origami. Mommy.
Okay, baby, I'm in the middle of recording, and I'm actually recording my voice, so not right now.
Okay.
Cute little mini cup, baby.
Origami mini cup.
Okay. See how even it is on that side? Now we're going for the other side. Gotta make sure it stays on the paper. Covering up all of the black spots that I can see from the pencil of me tracing my letters. Chloe, stop. Come close the door. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, back to what we were saying. We're painting over the black lines and making everything look nice and even, so when we do put the luster or gloss on, it's not going to highlight any mistakes or black spots, which is what we don't want. We don't want it to highlight anything bad. We want it to highlight all the good stuff, which is why we use the gloss, right, ladies and gents who are out there making projects too. I don't mean to exclude you, but it's mostly ladies. Getting ready to order some more resin molds because that is fun projecting and I am very creative in that area. I will be showing you a little unmolding at the end of this video of one of the ones that I did. Plus I will show you the almost finished product of the coasters. Just got to pour a little bit of clear over the top of them. Because I'm going to leave them as is because, you know, nobody told me I had to prep the wood. So that's a learning lesson right there for everybody. You know, you got to prep your wood so it doesn't, so the alcohol inks don't bleed into your coasters and or whatever project you're making. And I will keep them as a learning reminder. Because I want to do better next time. Matter of fact, I'll probably be getting another 5 set and be doing the blue, but I'm going to have to prep it beforehand and I'll have to figure out how to do that. But that's going to be fun. trying to figure that out. What should I use? If you have any suggestions, let me know down in the comments what I should use for prepping the wood so the alcohol ink doesn't bleed into it when you do your resin pours and stuff like that. So I'm curious to know, because I would like to make it to where I have a nice set where there's no bleeding of the ink onto the wood to make it look like feathering. Now it looks cool, don't get me wrong. I've had a lot of people comment on how awesome it looks, and when I say it's not supposed to look like that, they go, oh, I didn't know that. And I'm like, yeah, I know, it's all good. It's like I should learn to keep my mouth shut and not point out that it's not supposed to do that. And maybe I'll actually learn to feel better about my projects. But I'm such an OCD person that it's got to be absolutely perfect. As you can tell, that why I'm going through and painting all of these black lines out and evening up everything. But me and my husband are both the same exact way, so if it doesn't look right, we're not gonna really like it. And my oldest she takes after us in that aspect, which is kind of annoying, but not. Hi. This microphone's really good. You just messing with the paper is being picked up.
Thank you for letting me know.
Yep. Yep, letting you know.
I thought I was being very stealthy.
Nope. Anyway, so as you can tell, that's the reason why I'm OCD and why I'm painting along the edges again to make them look a little, filled in and pretty. And more to my liking, I should say, for my OCD taste, and to make sure that there's no black lines or dark smudges, I should say dark spots in the paint. And there's some thinner spots and some thicker spots. But yeah. And she left the door open again. So now we're going to pick up all the noises of the house. But that's alright, I guess. And my clocks, man. I can actually hear the clocks. That's amazing. It's silent. Just teasing, guys. Just teasing. Funny thing is I think I have 2 clocks in here. No, just 1. Yeah. We're almost done, guys, and then we're gonna let it dry. And to you guys, it'll seem like no time at all, but to me, it'll be about 15 to 20 minutes, maybe. Go outside, check out what's going on, talk to the kids a little bit, talk to my husband, do a little bit more research on new projects, on what I would like to do next. If you got any suggestions for projects, let me know. I would be happy to hear anybody's ideas. Oh, I found a spot that needs some paint. It looks thin. Not as thick as the rest of it on the top. More black spots.
Hello.
Like I said, not that stealthy.
Because he didn't hear me. Oh, I see why you.
Go away! Yeah, you're constantly whispering. You missed a spot. You missed a spot. Go away. You're not pointing anything out. You're just saying it.
Right there.
Alright, now go away.
Fluffy bird.
Swear, they like to push buttons. I love my children, but they love to push my buttons. So fast. Alright. Just another spot. Okay. Now that I am done painting, I will be back in about 15 to 20 minutes. Talk to you then. Bye. All right. Okay. The paint is now dry. So welcome back. I know it's been a few seconds for you, but it's been about an hour for me. I also ate a little bit of dinner, so excuse me if I burp. So now we are going to Mod Podge this onto the top, which is basically like glue. So we're going to pour a little bit of this stuff into my jar. Ooh, there's the stringy part. Talk about being live. Make sure that part's there. And make sure you close your jar, your Mod Podge jar back up. Remember, I'm using Mod Podge luster. So it's going to be a kind of shiny but kind of matte at the same time. So what they told me as I was watching the video on how to do this was to paint the piece and the paper. Okay, we're going to point you guys down in just a second. Okay. You see it's kind of got a little sheen on there, and then I'm just going to do the same to the paper. And if you can hear my husband, that's him playing games with his fellow podcasters. And as you can see, it's starting to curl, so we've got to get this done quickly. Get this smashed on there. It is not giving me any time whatsoever to maneuver or anything. Okay. That was a fail. So we're gonna try this again. Give her a thicker smooth on that one, I guess. On both pieces. Lay this flat again. Give it I guess a thicker coat. You're learning with me, people. You're learning with me. Okay. Now looks like we got enough glue on there. Kind of line it up. Smooth it with your fingers. I do not know how it's stretched. Oh, yay. This one did some funky stuff. Okay.
Hello.
Okay, now we're going for the S.
Looks like you're smothering that glue.
For the first one, so
I'm here. I'm making my presence known.
oops. I guess I didn't do that part, did I? Ta-da! There's that one. Yeah. Okay, we're only got there. Now I gotta add more Mod Podge to my stuff. Whoa. That's funny. Okay, anyway. There we go. I'm going to be using a lot for this last part because right after I'm done gluing down the mister, I'm going to be sealing over the whole entire project. So, here we go. The M with the R. Oh, first I can do this camera. Okay, last little bit. Actually, no, not really. I still got to do the R. Alright, one last piece. Alright. Unfortunately, you're going to see all the wrinkles in my centerpiece, but I'm okay with that because it's mine and it's not somebody's order. Even though this was made somebody's order, I would definitely find a way to fix that.
It smells like glue in here.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so as I was saying, this is going to go on kind of milky. It's going to look, kind of like I dipped it in glue, which is basically what I'm doing. And it's going to dry with a kind of sheen to it. I'm going to have to peel this thing away from the paper so it doesn't stick to it. Since I'm painting the edges. flowy. Make sure it doesn't stick. See all that excess? Yeah. What I'm going to do, oh, of course. It doesn't stick. Anyway. Hello again. All right. Well, as you can see, it is now going to have to dry. It's going to take a while. Maybe at least 24 hours. Because I slathered it with glue a lot. And as you can see, I'm peeling glue off my thumbs right now. Anyway. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think of this video. Let me know if you would like something like this done for you. I would be more than happy to make a craft for you if you would like. Thanks. Let me know. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe. And, you know, comment, man. Leave me a comment, guys. Nobody's commenting to let me know what they think. All right. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye. I forgot. I was going to unmold this guy for you guys. All right. So here we go. The loveliness of demolding. Here we go. Popping it out of the silicone mold. Boop. And we just kind of peel it right on out. There she is. Isn't she pretty? There is a lot of glitter in that one. And all I did was put the glitter in the clear part. You can see the clear. The glitter's in the clear, not the blue. As you can see, it really mixed really well. There's some spots that are, you know, kind of clear to see through. But other than that, try number 2 down. Try number 1. You can check that one out. Isn't that one cool? I just love the way the light shines through that one. This is my resin, start of my resin creations. There's those 2. These are the finish, almost the finish. I've got to still, you know, finish the wood piece. But that is the finish. It's nice and flat now. As you can see, it's nice and flat. There's no dip in it. So now you can set your coffee cup on it and it'll be just fine. That's the blue and the clear. There's a second one like that. See that one better? With the glitter. That's why I tried to do the geo mold with the blues. Alright, and then here, this is the gold black with the clear and gold glitter. You see that one's nice and flat. And you got that one. They're all just a little bit different. And that's what I like about doing this stuff. You can make them all just with the same stuff, just a tiny bit different. Anyway, like I said, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and have a wonderful day. Thank you.